So hi everybody and welcome back to C++ tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 347, and in this video we move on to the move assignment operator. For that, again, in CPP reference.com we go to the language section, and here in classes we have finished the move constructor, and we go to the move assignment operator, which is similar to the move constructor, which we will see here in a moment. And the first thing what we realize here is this description here is talking about copying again. And we learned it is not really a copy what we do with the move constructor or the move assignment operator. We take the resources and give it to the other object, because if it would be a real copy, that would cost performance, and we want to avoid that. That's why we have the move constructor and in this case the move assignment operator. Before we go on, I want just mention that the move assignment operator is almost the same what we learned with the move constructor. The only real difference is here that instead of calling a constructor, we are using now the move assignment operator, which is this one here. And you will see later many things what they describe here are similar or identical like the move constructor. Okay, and the next thing what I want to highlight fast before we go on here with the syntax is what is the real difference about the move assignment operator and the move constructor call. So for that we go down here to the examples, and here we can see an example. Here we try to create two objects, okay, A1, A2 with the type A. And now what is the difference about this one here? This looks very familiar because we already see a similar example with the move constructor, but what is here the difference? And to compare this a little bit easier, I opened up here the example with the move constructor. This is the example with the move constructor, and look this example here, and look this example here. And if you can figure out the difference about these two, then you have understand when to use the move constructor and when to use the move assignment operator. But if not, we learn it now. So let's go to the move constructor first and watch it careful. We see the move constructor is called when we create a new object. And you see we have also here the assignment operator, but the difference is we create here a new object. A1 exists not. Let's go to our move assignment operator example, and you can see the object A1, A2 is created first, so they exist already. And now the A1 already exists, and we try to assign to A1 something new. And that can be different. Here we try to assign it this one. In A2 we try to assign it this one. The important part is A1 and A2 already exists, and then we need the move assignment operator. And this is also the reason why they say if you create a move constructor, you should already create also a move assignment operator. And to make it easy, there are the rule of 3, the rule of 5, or they extended this one now, the rule of 6 and 7 or something like that. So let's start with the syntax, and here we start with a declaration, and here on the bottom we have an explanation of all the numbers here. Okay, and what have we here? We have here a return type first, because this is a function what we have, an operator overloading function, and we are overloading this assignment operator here. Okay, with that said, what is the return type? Here on the bottom we see also explanation of that. The return type should be something like this one. It's a reference, so it's an L value, and this one is favorite, but should be can be anything else too. All right. And then we have this operator keyword, because we are using overloading an operator. In this case, we are overloading this assignment operator. Later in the examples, we can see this. We will define, well, let's see if I find here down an example. So you can see here in the function body, we will say what this assignment operator should do. We will go there more later in detail. And then we have again the parameter list. We have already talked about this one as well. Here is the parameter list. You can see this is similar to the move constructor. The parameter list should one of this one, again, t ampersand ampersand, an R value reference, so we can bind to R values, and then the variations of that with const, volatile, and so on is possible. Okay, we have the declaration, and then we can go faster here because you can see the first part is the same like this. The only difference is here we have on the second a function body, which means a definition, because this is the difference about declaration and definition. Declaration has only the first part here, and with the function body we have a definition, and you can see this here as well on this part. And let's go on. So we have the next line, and it looks almost same, almost till here, but look, the parameter list has now a little bit other wording. And when we go here to this one, you can see this parameter list no default means you should only provide just one of this one. Other things are not provided, allowed. And then it should have not a default value. That's very important. So you can't provide this one with a default value. That's why it says here no default. But so far should be clear now. But what is this default again? And in our last the video we learned about the move constructor, something too with the default. You can break rules. Let me show you this one fast. So this is the move constructor example in our last video, and I showed you here with the struct D, this destructor would not, for example, would prevent the implicit move constructor here, but we defaulted the move constructor, and then it was again possible to use the move constructor by the compiler. And you can see this kind of stuff you can do later also with this default, right? Remember this one? You can force the compiler to make a default move assignment operator with this word. All right, then we go to the next part. Again, we have the first part like this one here. It's similar. So we have just to learn this part. And this is again the next word, delayed. So when we use this delayed, if you don't want that your struct class or whatever it is, you don't want it should use a move assignment operator for whatever reason, and then you use this one. All right, that's also very easy. And then we go to the next thing here. And this one you should understand by now too. Again, this part is the same. This part is the same like on top, and this part as well. So the only real new part here is perhaps this one, and we already learned about this one as well. This one is the class resolution operator, which means it search whatever is on the right side what we have here. So what means that this one is defined outside of the class or struct, and when we read this here, yeah, it's outside operator, outside of the class definition and so on. Okay, this should be also clear. And this one here, you can see it's the same like this one here, almost the same. Careful, we have here just parameter list. That means again you can use one of this one here, and here parameter list no default. That is the same. All as this part and this part are almost the same, just different parameter list. Here you should not provide a default argument in this parameter list. And again, we use the word default. We force something so that the compiler should create this default version of that. And again, remember, when you use this word default, it means all time the compiler optimize it internally. It's not even we provide this one here with the word default, it is treated internally different than a custom provided move constructor, because the optimization mechanism in it. All right, with that said, I think that's enough for the first video, and here just one note. All the other things what you see here, you will see it's almost the same like the move constructor, and that's good because we will understand many things much easier. And so if you have any questions so far, like all time, write in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye and good luck.